Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the latest podcast on what's happening in the Chaska Middle School West Band Department. It's October 13th, Friday the 13th, and glad you could tune in as we talk about what's happening in the band department this week. Just start with a little recap on the past week. It's been a fun couple of days as I'm doing this here on Friday the 13th. We had our big Walking on the West Side event yesterday, raised a ton of money for our school. I was very proud of our students who play in our 8th grade rhythm section who came down and got everyone pumped up playing a little Herbie Hancock, Watermelon Man, and a little Katrina on the Waves, Walking on Sunshine. So a very fun way for our rhythm section to have their first gig and to be part of a big school event where we raised a lot of money and got some exercise on a beautiful fall day outside. So that was just this past week. Also today, earlier today, as I'm speaking, we had an incredible guest artist out here. His name is Agape. He's a hip hop artist from here in the Twin Cities. He's done a lot of recording, does a lot of touring, and he does just an incredible show. His combination of spoken word and dance and rap, and it's all tied up in a very positive message about loving each other and acceptance and diversity, and it's just a wonderful way to expose our kids to the world of hip hop and how positive of a message it can have. Unlike some of the reputation that it gets. So he was wonderful. The kids had a blast this morning, so it was very cool to have Agape out here. And then later on today, and you'll probably be watching this after this occurs, but the Chaska Middle School marching band will be performing in the Chanhassen Homecoming Parade at 4 p.m. in downtown Chanhassen as we kick off this beautiful homecoming evening and a football game to follow with the high school marching band performing as well at that game tonight at 7. So congratulations to our marching band on a great season. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do a parade in Chaska due to the weather, but it's been great learning how to march and learning how to play some fun music in a very cool setting and exposing kids to marching band for the first time. So it was a very fun week. And some general announcements. Our 6th grade band will be going on a tour next Tuesday, October 17th. More on that here in just a couple minutes. But I just want to remind that we need to get those permission slips in. I think as of last count, I have about 125 of the 140 in. So make sure you're getting those permission slips in. For the students that ordered Smart Music, I've been trying to get around to this. In fact, when I was about ready to do this podcast, I was like, oh, maybe I should get those Smart Music subscriptions sent out. But those will be coming, if not today, this weekend. So you'll be getting that Smart Music subscription. The microphones have still not arrived, but that should be any day now. So for those of you who ordered Smart Music, and you still can get Smart Music, it's not like there's a cutoff and you can't get it anymore. Just let me know and I can get you a form. And the 6th grade music shirts have come in too, and I have passed them out, I think, to every student. I may have missed one or two when I was passing them out at lunch and then trying to catch the rest in class yesterday. So if your child still didn't get their t-shirt, let me know and we'll get their t-shirt to them. And we'll be wearing those on the 6th grade band tour on October 17th. Our schedule next week, we have a 3-day week. I can't tell you how much a 3-day week sounds really good right now. So we have the MEA weekend. Our 8th graders, some of them are going to Washington, D.C. on just an incredible field trip that Mrs. Lund organizes. And so our schedule looks a little weird next week as far as both block days and then our lesson schedule. So we have an A day, a Monday, B day, Tuesday, and then Wednesday will also be a B day, mainly because this Friday was an A day. So it's almost like next Wednesday. It's like Wednesday is the new Friday next week. So it'll go A, B, B, and there's no block days next week, no win times next week. The lesson schedule is affected by that, as well as the 6th grade band trip on Tuesday. So there's no band lessons Tuesday because I won't be here. And there's just no 6th grade band lessons at all because they'll all be missing Tuesday to go on that field trip. I don't want to pull them out for another band lesson too. And there's no 7th and 8th grade traditional lessons and no bonus lessons this coming week. I'm just going to go through the schedule here really quick. On Monday, 4th hour, I have a state honor jazz band lesson for kids who are doing that to get some extra help on that music. And then an 8th grade brass quintet lesson halfway through 4th hour. 5th hour, I have a 8th grade flute quartet lesson at the beginning, followed by the 8th grade Decca Beats group halfway through 5th hour Monday. And then 7th hour at the beginning, another state honor jazz band time. And then halfway through 7th hour, a time to meet with the 8th graders who are playing, using technology on the Imminent Unfolding song. Those would be the DJs, people using Ableton, things like that. And then no lessons Tuesday. And then Wednesday the 18th, I have the Spice Girls beginning of 4th hour, Bland Boys halfway through 4th. And then the Moore State Honor Band time beginning of 5th hour, followed by Times Square halfway through 5th. And then Opanonatonics, the 7th grade group, beginning of 7th hour next Wednesday, followed by Socio Fifthlets halfway through 7th hour on Wednesday the 18th. So that's the lesson schedule for next week, a little different than usual. And I mentioned the State Honor Band and State Honor Jazz Band, 7th and 8th graders. If you are planning or hoping to audition for that, next week would be a great time for me to touch base with you and help you with that stuff. The State Honor Jazz Band stuff is coming up here. It's due the first full week of November, so we need to get on that very quickly. And the State Honor Band stuff, quite honestly, right around the corner too. First week of December, that is due, and those are recordings that we need to send in. I have music for you if you've lost it or still haven't gotten it. And let's start working on that together, even though I'm hoping a lot of you have been working on that already. So that's that. And then we have 3 7th graders, Keegan Cummings, Max Bryan, and Hope Greer, who are playing in Small Ensemble Day up at St. Anthony High School on Saturday, October 28th. So congratulations to them. And so we're looking forward to having you guys play. After school groups, starting to see a little turn of what we're offering now. Marching band season is coming to an end. School of Rock came to a great end this past Thursday, and the movie band has their last rehearsal this coming Monday, October 16th at Pioneer Ridge after school. And then there is no rhythm section for 8th grade this week due to the 3-day week and the DC trip. And I think the only Morning Star things we have is Connor Johnson's going to sing Monday morning before school, and Caleb Smith will be doing a little DJing on Wednesday during 7th grade lunch. But then we get into our next season, which starts October 23rd, where we have Hip Hop Rap DJ EDM Academy on Mondays after school, beginning guitar Tuesdays after school, 7th and 8th grade jazz band Thursdays after school, and garage band on Fridays after school. So those first 3, hip hop, beginning guitar, and jazz band, you can sign up for at www.ceforall.org. And I also have flyers here in the band room. And there's no audition necessary for any of those. For hip hop, we're looking for people who are interested in making hip hop music or DJing or dance music or learning how to rap. The beginning guitar class is just what it is, learning guitar, and we have guitars available for kids to use for that class and even take home to practice during the 5 weeks that class meets. And then jazz band, open to any 7th and 8th grader that wants to participate. And all those groups will start meeting the week of the 23rd. Hip hop and guitar are 5 weeks. Jazz band goes all the way till spring break. And the jazz band will be doing a number of performances this year. The talent show in January, the District 112 Jazz Festival in February, the Duluth Jazz Festival in March, Evening with the Stars in March. So very excited for the jazz band season to get going. And then finally, garage band will start on Friday, October 27th. And the results for both country band and garage band will be posted on Monday, October 16th at the entrance to the band and choir room at all 3 middle schools. So be looking for that if you audition to see if you made it in, which is very exciting. So those are all of our after school things going on. Let me talk a little bit about the 6th grade band tour that's coming up Tuesday, October 17th. So 6th graders, you should be wearing your music shirts and a dark pair of pants. Jeans are fine, leggings are fine, shoes, whatever. I'm not too worried about that. And we'll be meeting at the bus loop right at the beginning of the school day. So don't go to first hour. Just go right to the bus loop with your instrument, with your music. If you have a wire music stand, I'd love for you to bring it. If you and then definitely bring some lunch money or a bag lunch so you can eat lunch on that day. And percussion, you all have a job that I've given you. B-Day Band, I forgot to tell you in person in band, and I emailed it to your parents. But percussionists, make sure you stop up in the band room before we leave Tuesday morning and grab whatever it is you're in charge of to take on and off the bus at each school. And bus assignments have been given out. There will be 3 buses. If you forgot which bus you're on, I will be available to tell you that when you get down there. And then our first stop is Bluff Creek. We'll be playing at Bluff Creek Elementary School at 9:30. And then we make a quick run over to La Academia, where we will perform at 10:30. And then we will make it over to the Chaska Commons area, where we'll have lunch at about 11:45. And the 4 restaurants you can choose to go to are Culver's, Pastazola, Qdoba, and Caribou. And you may go to more than one, so if you want to go to Qdoba for lunch and then go over and get a drink at Caribou, that's fine. But those are the only 4 places that you are allowed to go to when we are at lunch. And then we'll make our way over to Clover Ridge Elementary School for a 1:30 performance before returning to West for 7th hour, and make sure that you're prepared to go to 7th hour that day. So once again, be professional and always be cleaning up and setting up and taking care of that stuff and help each other out. It's a lot of moving parts, and we all need to work together as a team. So really looking forward, though, to this 6th grade band tour. We have parent-teacher conferences also coming up again, second round Monday, October 16th after school into the evening. And then looking further down the road, our 7th grade band and a couple of our 8th grade trumpet players will be playing at the Veterans Day celebration on Friday, November 10th at 8:40 in the morning here at West. Parents, you are more than welcome to come if you have that time available. We just got done having DJ Freddie Fresh and Agape in here, 2 great artists. We're going to have 2 more great guest artists coming in December. An incredible drummer by the name of Nate Babs, who plays around the cities and tours with bands across the country. And he's amazing, and he's going to work with our drum set players. And then we have Charles Lazarus, who's a trumpet player and member of the Minnesota Orchestra, coming out to Chaska Middle School West to work with our trumpet players in December, and that's going to be just an awesome experience. Anytime you can work with somebody from the Minnesota Orchestra, that's incredible, and it's really cool that Charles is going to be coming out here and was able to put that into a schedule to work with our middle school trumpet players. So very cool. I believe the date on that is December 13th, and we'll have some time during wind time that day for the kids to come on down and work with Charles. And also in December, a ton of events in December. We have an Eden Prairie Mall trip for the 7th and 8th grade bands. We have the new revamped Chaska Rocks Toys for Tots concert. And I'll have more information on what that's been transformed into very soon. That will be on December 9th for our garage bands. Our 6th graders do some caroling down the hallways the last week of school. We have talent show auditions that in December that occur that are available to anybody. So a lot of cool events coming here in the near future. So hard to believe December is around the corner. And with that, I just want to let you know that you can reach me at songeре@district112.org. And I'm also on Twitter at CMSW Band and at Songer Studio. You can get text blasts from me if you want to about what's going on by sending to the number 81010 the message at symbol 17 band 6 or at 17 band 7 or at 17 band 8, depending on the grade level. You can send that message and get reminders of what's happening. A lot of information like the lesson schedule and other events is on Google Classroom for you students. And of course, you found me here on my YouTube channel, Mr. Songer's channel, so you can check out these weekly podcasts on what's going on each week. So hope you have a great day. If you're a Cham person, happy homecoming. And 8th graders, wishing you the best on your Washington, D.C. trip. And 6th graders, really looking forward to our band trip coming up on October 17th. Have a great day.